It's called the Devil Dancer. Comes in a 4-pack like this. It's a triple IPA. The 4-pack, I want to say, was $28. It was a lot. They were basically $7 a bottle. Excuse me, per bottle. And it was one of those things where it was so rare for me to get 4 of them was kind of like a favor. They're normally sold in singles where I'm at. Founders is out of Michigan. They do some really good beers. All Day IPA is phenomenal. A lot of their other beers are so unique. This is an example of that. I have been told I have never had one of these. If you look at the bottom of this 4-pack, it says, "We don't brew beer for the masses. Instead, our beers are crafted for a chosen few, a small set of renegades and rebels who enjoy beer that pushes the limits of what is commonly accepted as taste," which is great because they pound you with stuff, whether it's hops, malts, or whatever. In short, we brew beer for people like us, founders. Brewed for us. This is awesome. I love this. So, a little bit of history behind this beer. If you look on the label, it says it's 112 IBUs. That is insane. But it says on the website, it calculates over 200. Never heard of this before. So I've heard of single IPAs, double IPAs, triple IPAs. Doubles are usually 9-10% alcohol, IBUs of 90, 100. This one's 112, calculated at 200 with an ABV of 12. This is like drinking wine. That's how powerful this stuff is. But what's interesting about it is I have been told it's extremely drinkable. Haven't had it yet. This is the first time. So they dry hop it for 26 days with a combination of 10 different hop varieties. Let's repeat that. 10 different hop varieties. It's not even worth getting into. If you're going to spend that much time, who cares what's in there? That's a ton. The other thing that's interesting about this, it's a limited release for now. I have a feeling I'll probably bring this thing back. But it's one of those, here again, that is brewed specifically for a palate that likes hops, high IBUs, etc. So, let's... I can't open it with my hand, so we're going to use an opener, which is always a good idea. See what this thing is all about, because I have absolutely no idea. Looks just like a double, or in this case, a triple IPA. Very dark, not very dark, but a little bit more caramel than most, a little bit thicker head, a little bit of carbonation, not a ton, very clear, very filtered. It's got a nice look to it. Like I said, though, I anticipated this, a little bit darker in color. It's not like some of the other, just what I call traditional IPAs that are almost have a golden color to it. Yeah, okay, so right off the bat here, the smell is not only powerful but unique. You can smell tons of different varieties of hops, some aromatic, some not. I mean, this thing is full of character. You can smell the alcohol. I'm not a fan of that. I don't like anything typically over about 9% because you can taste the alcohol, and I don't typically like that, but this is an Imperial Triple IPA at 12%, so alright, here we go. Interesting. Very full body and very caramely. You can definitely taste caramel. Kind of has almost a like a brown sugar taste to it. It's a lot sweeter than I had anticipated. I don't really taste the alcohol, which is great in my opinion. It's very smooth. It doesn't bite your palate. It's easy to drink. It fills your mouth. It's got a very kind of thick, very sticky body to it. It's different. It smells sweet. It smells like tons of hops with a little bit of almost like a dessert background to it. It's good. It's totally different, and this is what I expected. So I always try to tell people where and when to drink beers. I think this would be a phenomenal dessert beer. It's got a lot of hops into it, so it's not, as sweet. It's very thick, very viscous. I don't know if I can show it to you on the glass, but it laces the glass pretty well. There's not a lot of carbonation, so it doesn't explode in your mouth, but the flavor of the hops followed by that, it's very powerful, the sweetness. And I would call it kind of like a sugar caramel-y type flavor. It's still in my mouth. I can taste it. This is one of those beers where you have 2 sips and it's in your breath for the rest of the night, which isn't a bad thing. Let me see if I can tell you anything else about it that I haven't already. It's good. I don't think I'd spend $7 on it again. It's got a little bit of what I would call, there's nothing else on the website. It's just an explosion of flavor. Still stuck in my mouth, but this stuff is extremely powerful. I like it. I would definitely keep some of these and store some of these. At 12%, you could store these for a long time. Would I buy it again? I'd buy this again. Actually, I would. I'm thinking about it now. It's so different. This is one of those beers where, and it's so rare. Like I said, it was kind of a privilege for me to buy 4 of them. It's so rare and so different that I think that it was one of those deals where if I could buy more of them, I would and keep them back, because this would be great to share with friends and family after dinner. It's 12%. This is not something you're going to want to have more than 1 or 2 of them, or you're not going to be able to function. It's good in the fact that it's great. Let me rephrase that. In the fact that it's got so much going on. So many hops, so much background of sweetness. It's really got easy to drinkability is what I call it. It just goes down real smooth. There's a lot of it that I like. It's not what I expected. And I say that because it's sweeter than I expected. It's extremely hoppy. But honestly, I think it's kind of one of those things where after about 100, even if you can calculate it to 200, it just, your mouth is engulfed in hops anyway. So that is a fact. It's extremely hoppy. 10 different hops brewed in it. It's a great beer, but it's one of those, it's not for everybody. And I would definitely let these chill out in a cooler for a year or 2, let them calm down a little bit, and then drink them. So after dinner, that's kind of more of a dessert type beer. So I'm glad I got to try it. I'm a little bit surprised at what was in the outcome, but let me know what you think. So Devil Dancer Triple IPA, Founders Brewing Company. Please leave comments on our YouTube channel or our website. We're on Facebook and Twitter. You can follow us there. I want to hear from people. Tell me what you think of this beer if you've tried it, because it is powerful in not only flavor but in ABV.